watching Coast Life, and it's Friday, and what better day of the week to celebrate the end of the week with a little bit of pizza. Maya Henry, our very own field correspondent, is out exploring where you can grab a delicious slice from the Milton Dough Bar.
So Kristen, tell me a little bit about the Dough Bar. This place is absolutely phenomenal. So how did it begin?
My husband and I own the coffee shop, the Suburban Farmhouse, for 4 years.
Okay.
And it was going great here in Milton, and it's coming back. While we were in our location in Federal Street, my husband said, I've always wanted to open up a pizza shop. And I said, you did what? He tells me this story about how his father and his brother his dad always swore that he would buy them all a pizza shop and they would own a pizza shop growing up. We started out, it became the Dough Bar because you could come into the farmhouse and there was a bar, and it was like a salad bar concept behind glass.
Yeah.
And you could come in and say, I want.
Oh, that's cool.
And then they would make it kind of, they would put all of the product on the pizza dough and then they'd cook it for you. And then it just blew up. My husband's like, let's move forward. So in 2020, we launched the Dough Bar inside of one of our other locations.
Okay.
We opened in January. COVID happened in March. And the town just needed us, we needed them. We thrived just because we became the very first delivery company in town.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
So we were offering just carry out and delivery options on our pizzas and our subs and sandwiches. As COVID started to lighten up a little bit, we needed our own building. And the owners of the building here came to us and said, we want to help you and help you grow into what the Dough Bar is now today,
Right.
3 years later.
Wow, this place is absolutely phenomenal.
Thank
When I
you.
stepped in, I was like, it's so cute, it's so nice. So I was talking to the manager and he told me that you guys renovated the bar.
We did. So what we were before and what we are now is a complete metamorphosis of, from a caterpillar to a butterfly.
Yeah.
We started out with no bar. It was basically 4 little seats. And
Well, that changed.
yes. And so now we're at 8 seats. Well, it's 9 seats. Well over 50 tables inside, 50 seats inside collectively. And then we have our whole outdoor and our outdoor swings. So
Wow. And speaking of outdoor, this is beautiful.
Thank you.
So tell me about the view, how this came to be.
I have a marketing background and I am all about experience. I have to be in the movie theater, eating popcorn and
Yes.
watching it in the seats. So I'm always about atmosphere and experience. And when we put these restaurants into Milton, the goal was, so many of us are transplants. So many people are coming from big cities, from DC, from Philadelphia, from
Yeah.
New York, New Jersey. And they've come from beautiful places with amazing food and wonderful experiences and atmospheres.
Right.
And then we get to this beautiful little small town and there really wasn't a whole lot here 6 years ago when my husband and I first opened up the first coffee shop.
Right.
And we got addicted to the Miltonians, from ones that have grew up here to, just coming in 3 months ago and wanting a small town to call home. The camaraderie and relationship of people and
Yeah.
small town community. We started in 2020 in this building, or 2021 we were in this building. I apologize.
You're fine.
And it was January, and so it was cold, and the building inside only had so many seats, and we needed to give families that feel of safety. And so we brought out little greenhouses that look like bubbles. They're like little Eskimo balls.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, and so they lined up 7 of them here, and they were a huge hit. And so they're here, they come back every October through March. So that was so fabulous. And I thought, now what? What else are we gonna do to be a little unique and different and know that to keep the experience, the atmosphere for the summer. And so now just this month, we've introduced these swings that are to my right.
Okay.
And they are stationary dining tables and they swing.
Okay, so the outdoor seating.
Uh-huh.
You said they're swings. I'm now looking at them. So does the whole thing swing or each individual seat?
So the table is stationary.
Okay.
Okay, and each of the 4 gliders or swings interactively, or separately or independently, they move.
Oh, that's cool.
So guests get the opportunity to sit there, and they fight over them, which is kind of nice. They reserve them.
I would.
Yep, they fill up first. And so guests get to literally sit on the Broadkill River, watching the fish, watching the kids play and rock, and it's the most cozy place in town.
So going back to drinks, I heard that you have a partnership with a local brewery. Can you tell me about that?
Do. Mississippian River Brewing Company.
Okay.
So they're out of Milford.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. And so we are an outpost for them. And so Eric Williams, one of the owners of Mississippian River Brewing Company, I went to him and said, I have an idea.
Okay.
And you're a little guy, and my husband and I, we're a little couple, and what can we do to bring a presence from Milford here to Milton? We have 16 craft beers on draft. 9 to 12 of them at any given time are Mississippians. So we have 16 craft beers, as I mentioned. You can get them by the pint or by the flight. So we offer a flight of beers, we offer flights of wine, and we offer flights of cocktails.
Wow.
But this is for that brewer, that craft connoisseur who enjoys the experience of stopping by a restaurant or a brew pub and getting and tasting and experiencing that craft brew. And here we offer it for Mississippian. The beauty of it is that they've worked with us to, if it comes off their line, they have it at their brewing location, and we will get it here as well.
Okay, guys, I could talk about drinks and food all day, but after the break, Kristen is going to surprise me with some of her summer favorites. There's more Coast Life on the way.
This segment of Coast Life was brought to you by Dough Bar in Milton.
Watching Coast Life, and before the break, Maya was making us all jealous out at the Dough Bar in Milton, learning about all the kinds of food that they have, all the history involved in the place, but now she's going to get to taste that food. Maya?
You're watching Coast Life, and before the break, we learned the history of the Milton Dough Bar. I am here with the owners, Kristen and Mark Latham. So guys, you told me that you are more than just pizzas, so what items do you have here?
Where do we begin? So it all started
with that one right there, the margarita pizza.
We did. So our margarita pizza is one of our staples and super popular. What's kind of nice is that we do all kinds of crust sizes. So we do a thin New York style thin crust, which is what people strive for here in town. And we also do a thicker crust for those Pennsylvanians that might still like a thicker crust. So we offer variety. But it's been so much more growth for us, moving along with the experience and us loving to offer and give more options.
Yeah.
We're so much more than just a gourmet pizza shop anymore. So as you can see from our pizza where we got started to in front of you is a salmon board.
It looks amazing.
This is some of our new menu. That is a peach caprese, chicken caprese. Our pork chop that was well loved and admired in the Foxhole, and we brought it down here with us. The Maverick Burger, which is truly a maverick all of its own.
Okay.
And we still do brunch from 11 o'clock till 2 o'clock every single day.
Oh,
and
that's
that's
fancy.
our Hawaiian French toast.
Okay. So am I going to be able to try some of these?
These are all for you.
All right.
So I hope you're hungry. And as you can also see, so much more to offer us with drinks as well. So, I'm going to try it the very first time on margarita pizza.
Okay. Well, that is good. I'm being serious. That's really good.
Thank you.
Okay. So you started with the pizza. Show me something that you expanded with. Show me something new.
I'm going to introduce you to the Maverick Burger.
All right. Hey, Maverick Burger.
So let me cut this for us.
So the Maverick Burger was all started because Mississippian was bringing us one of their sours, and it was called War Goose. And it was right around the time that Top Gun came out.
Okay.
So we were super excited about Top Gun, and our chef, his name is Dylan.
Okay.
So Dylan came to us and said, well, what if we did a burger to kind of go with the great taste of the sour?
Okay.
So this here is
This is
a
a
Maverick burger.
peanut butter, cheddar cheese, bacon, and hot honey
Hot honey
burger.
and peanut butter.
Uh-huh.
All right. I'm going to try it. I like new things.
We swear by this. And guests will order.
That's actually good.
This is 100% Dylan's creation. It's the most fantastic. All of us were forced to eat it. He was kind of like, you have to taste it. And
You have to try
it is a top seller here at the Dough Bar.
I love that.
This is the Mongolian pork chop. That's another thing that you don't end up.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
So we've introduced 2 boards for the summer, and we like to call these noshing boards. Something to nosh on. It's an Italian little bit of something to nosh on.
Okay.
And so this is our salmon, our smoked salmon cream cheese board. We also have a butter board.
Okay.
And so we felt like the salmon board was the way to go.
Ready? Yeah. Okay. Ready? Okay.
Cheers.
Yay! I can taste the onion. That's good.
And the capers. So, the Maverick Burger, as I was explaining earlier. So I'm going to give you a little piece of the Maverick Burger. And what you have in your hand is Mississippian's War Goose, which is a grape sour.
Okay.
And this is where the amazing Maverick Burger and Goose, henceforth the Top Gun experience,
Okay.
came about. But you have a peanut butter and jelly opportunity right here in front of you.
All right.
Eat the burger
Okay.
and then wash it down with the grape sour.
There's so many different flavors, but it's good.
But you see how the grape pops.
That was a great idea. If you're looking for a restaurant to give you the reaction that I had, come chow down at the Dough Bar in Milton, Delaware. There's more Coast Life on the way.
This segment of Coast Life was brought to you by Dough Bar in Milton.